Hey everyone, I'm Egoqueenalexis and welcome back to Queen's Court. In the last episode, we bought a ship. I just want to point that out. We bought a ship and are starting to establish trade routes under the name of Lockwood and Aristide. Or whatever. Anzafor. We got this. We? Yes, we. It was my idea. Anyway, Vicky, take over from here.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Vicky the GM, and welcome back to the Queen's Court. Today, due to outside factors, we'll be having a shorter session than usual, so be aware.
I blame you.
I blame you. When we last left our heroes, having departed Nova Bella, the warband decided that a hands-off approach would be a better solution for the citizens of Nova Bella, as their internal politics were theirs to decide. In order to amend the situation, a grand effort of bureaucracy was undertaken to requisition a ship that could collect the Nova Bellan tithe. Decisions thus made, the Acolytes informed Lord Captain Aristide that their next destination would be the Shrine World of Ossuar, where Thea could be taken in by a convent of battle sisters, and her burning faith harnessed by the Adeptus Sororitas. The journey across the Escalon sector would have been a quiet one, filled with training and relaxation, if not for Polonia discovering that she was with child. The other members of the warband found out in an impromptu meeting in Tarbach's archives when the Lord Captain himself announced the pregnancy, and his proposal to Thalia to be wed in the eyes of the Emperor. Her fellow acolytes congratulated her, but Tarbach had some reservations, performing a number of tests on Polonia and asking her to keep him apprised of any changes. A weeks-long celebration was held in the journals of the Oath Unspoken, as Aristide spared no expense. On the final leg of the warp journey to Ossuar, something seems amiss. And we return. Now, we ended last time when Larician woke up. And we're going to continue from there. In fact, I'm going to move this. So, as Larician opens his eyes and realigns himself to the material verse, he finds that his hand, that his left hand, is clenched, and some object is inside of it.
He takes a couple of seconds just to, reaffirm himself and everything, as he then goes and, looks in his hand.
As he opens his hand, he finds a glass eye, a perfectly circular glass eye sitting in his hand, and as he brings it up to remaining good eye, he can no matter how much he twists and turns it about, he cannot find an anomaly out of place. He gets the feeling that this thing is an absolute perfect circle.
Well, he seems to be equal parts craftsman as he is dealing maker. And because I personally don't know how a glass eye would work. Would he be able to put it in just right like this?
Yeah, you just have to lift up the eye patch and plop it in.
Okay, then he will do that.
Removing his eye patch, Larician hesitates for a slight second before jamming the glass eye into his empty socket. As he does so, he needs to roll a willpower test.
Oh boy.
He makes it. Well done. As Larician jams the eye in, he feels as though 1,000 needles start pressing in on his eye, in the back of his eye socket, as he falls to the ground in pain. Though he does not let out a scream as he grits his teeth and bears it, but as he go ahead. Oh, Oh, never mind. I thought you were going to interject. So, as Lorisian is writhing on the floor, he finally, the pain subsides just enough so that he can open up his eyes that were previously screwed shut in pain. When he does so, he blinks, and for the first time since that horrid affair on Nixum, he can see in depth perception again.
Oh, by all the stars in the void. Can I have this back? And he's just gonna stand up and go to a mirror so he can look at it and make sure it's all good.
Yes, indeed. Inside of your bathroom, which we're just going to call a bathroom because anything else just sounds way too silly.
The laboratorium.
I would call it that if it weren't so silly.
The laboratorium. I love it.
Yeah, it's good, but we won't use it. So
You won't.
I won't, but you will.
Mm-hmm.
As he enters the
Laboratorium.
as he enters the throne room,
We have potty humor.
indeed, as he enters the laboratorium, god damn, this is bad. He steps up to the mirror and looks himself in the now eyes. He sees that the eye, the glass eye, seems to be rotating ever so slightly to adjust itself to its new position. Quick question, Noble. What was Lorisian's eye color? I forget.
Either blue or green, because I forget as well.
Yeah, I need to check.
Green.
Green eyes, right. So, as Lorisian looks at the glass eye, you see that the color, which was a swirling pink and purple, actually blue and purple, I should rather say, a swirling blue and purple, seems to ever so slightly change into to match the perfect green of Lorisian's good eye.
Oh, well. Isn't that convenient?
However, when he blinks, you see in the mirror, standing behind you, the shadowy figure that haunts your dreams.
Lorisian will just... He'll look at him in the mirror. Like, would he have any idea of what his expression is? The man's expression.
As every time he looks at the figure's expression, he sees a tiny difference, that of amusement, surprise, perplexedness. But it seems ever shifting, ever changing. Does Lorisian turn around?
Yes, he does.
When he does, where he could have sworn by the Emperor that the figure was standing, he is gone.
Well, Noble's dead.
Is he?
And he's... Oh. Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello?
You're good.
Okay, sorry, just my... As he does that, he'll just kind of rock back onto the sink and just hold his... Well, yeah, he'll actually shut his eyes and have his hands just rested above them, just to feel it, make sure it's in place as he does it, but also kind of just gather his wits. Because he would slightly be unsure if he's fully awake or still in the dream since he saw him.
Indeed. does he do anything to check his wakefulness?
Is there? Yeah, there would be a razor. So he's gonna take it. He's just gonna prick his finger.
Indeed, the pain seems quite real, and a tiny drip of blood wells up.
So now I'm seeing him here now. Oh, this is just going to be lovely. And I'll just go and start getting ready for the day. And do you also remember that he needs to go and talk to Palone, because she said something about talking?
Indeed. He had Lorisian removed his face bandages yet. I don't think he did.
He would have done it here.
He would have done it there. Well, when he does, when he inspects his own face, he finds that the scar tissue seems very minimal, and his healing seems quite miraculous.
He'll just, yeah, he'll feel along then, just well, yeah, sure. But yeah, that's pretty much the most of it.
Indeed. So, is he going to head off to see Polonia then?
Yep.
Alrighty. Mope, where is Thalia located at the moment?
She'd probably be, like, moving between her room and Heresy, like, moving stuff around.
Right. Getting permanently situated in the Lord Captain's cabin.
As you could say, yeah.
Hmm.
So I imagine you probably would try to find me more over by my room.
Yeah, he would.
Yes.
And I'm assuming he'd catch you either in between or in the room itself.
Yeah, I would just be carrying stuff.
Okay.
So, when arriving at Polonia's room, Lorisian sees a number of ship ratings as they are busying themselves carrying Polonia's possessions down the hall towards the bridge of the ship. Well, in that general direction. And he catches Polonia in the doorway as she is about to leave.
Oh. You wish to speak to me, Doctor?
Oh, Larisan. Yeah.
Polonia.
Why don't you meet me down in one of the medical facilities near here?
Oh.
Oh, what were you saying, Vicky?
Oh, I was going to interject, but finish the conversation.
No, that's fine. And then, what's up with his eye now? Like, it reformed as his eye, right?
Right. So, when Polonia, as Polonia finishes her thought, she notices that Lorisian has removed his bandages and the eye patch is gone, now replaced with what appears to be a gleaming glass eye.
Okay, I'm gonna roll both awareness and Sinuscience.
All right.
Dang. I'm gonna fate point that Sinuscience.
Oof.
Oh.
Nurgle demands.
Okay, well, I'm down to 1 fate point.
Wow, that was a quick fate point. So, when Polonia brings her gaze to bear, you see that Lorisian's wounds seem to have healed quite nicely. Well, in fact, the scar tissue is so minimal as to barely be there, and the inflammation around around where his glass eye currently is seems to have disappeared entirely.
Can I make a Medicae on it? I guess that
Yes.
wouldn't really tell me anything else.
You can try. Yeah, that is true. So, as you inspect your handiwork, as you, all those weeks ago, patched up Lorisian's face, you feel a sense of pride in your own work, as you can see that the outcome was successful beyond your wildest dreams.
I'm gonna kind of stare at it, just a little astounded. He has an eye now, right?
Indeed, he has a glass eye.
And
So,
as you,
Larcian, where did you acquire that?
well, before we left port last time, I finally caved and, well, decided to buy myself something nice. And he's going to say that with a slight smirk. Two nice things, actually. I mean, when he says that, he's going to lift his cane up and kind of just tap his nose.
Oh, okay, so he has a nose now, too.
Wait, didn't Polonia, like, sew it back on him?
I thought the Dark Eldar stole it.
They did. No, they didn't. It was put back on, and then I made a deal with the devil guy for my eye.
Okay.
Right. So,
sorry.
now I need, due to the nature of your speech, Noble, I need you to roll a deceive with a +10 against Polonia's scrutiny.
Don't worry, I'm terrible at scrutiny.
Indeed, she
fate
is.
Point.
Fate
point. My last fate point.
I don't know. That feels like a wasted effort.
It is a wasted effort.
Yeah. So, just to make sure that there's no in-character suspicion, that is all.
Yes, I do believe that you just picked up the glass eye.
Indeed.
Well,
let's see.
Well, what is it you wanted to speak to me in the medical areas for?
Oh, I just figured that there were a couple other things that you'd want looked at, and I figured you'd prefer the privacy.
Oh, well, anything best discussed is, well, done here, I guess.
Are you sure, Larcian? Are you sure you wouldn't like some privacy?
He's gonna roll scrutiny on there.
Is there anything to scrutinize?
Whatever it is she's implying, because I feel like there's an implication, but I'm not catching because I'm bad at it.
I will say that I'll say something if you succeed on the scrutiny, which you didn't.
I'm gonna reroll.
Says the man with 5 fate points.
Exactly. Okay, so.
Nailed it. So, nope.
I'm definitely hinting at something that's more than doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm kind of hinting that it's probably something you don't want other people to know about.
Well, then he'll just kind of do his normal slight smile and nod. Actually, upon second thought, he's going to look at one of the ratings. I think one of them looks familiar. Perhaps it would be best if he moved out of here as quickly as possible before old flames reignite.
Oh. Yeah, let's get to the medical. Let's go over to the medical facility. Besides, I was hoping to discuss some cosmetic surgery options for you, but it doesn't look like it's necessary.
Well, there's that lovely subdermal that Tarvok made for me that makes cosmetic surgery rather unnecessary.
That's true. Still, though, I did notice something, and I think it's best if we discuss it in private.
Well, then lead on.
Okay, so we'll go to the medical facility.
Yep.
And then I'll put a blind over. And I'm going to say that I noticed something interesting the last time that I gave you a medical examination, and I was wondering if you'd like some sort of surgery to deal with this. And then I'm going to indicate over to that mark on your hand.
Just as a thing, he keeps it in a glove, so yeah.
She did spot it when she was looking you over last time.
Oh no, I know. She just said she was. Never
Yeah,
mind. I'm being too particular. I'm being too.
No, it's okay. She would have pointed at your hand, and you would have
Yeah.
put
I'm
it together.
I'm just being too particular. It's
It's fine. It's fine.
And at that, he's going to slightly raise an eyebrow. And, well, what about it?
It just looks so gangly. I know that you cover it up with that glove, I assume, because you don't like the way it looks. If you'd like, we can do a graft and remove it.
No, Racing's going to do this lovely little thing. He's just the master of doing, by the way. It's called a logic test. And this is to see if he would be able to figure out if this was covered up or removed in any way, it would just come back.
Wouldn't that be more of a warp or demonology?
It would be Forbidden Lore Warp or Demonology. Actually, it would be Demonology.
Hasn't he had that happen to him before, though?
I don't think so.
I know if it'll come back or not.
Yeah, out of character you would, but Polonia wouldn't think about it in that in those terms. So let me see. What does Larisian know?
Not much.
Well, not much, but I know I love you. So, let's see. Wait. Oh, we lost the kingpin. So, when how bad is your logic? Do you even have it?
No, I don't have it. I'd have to get a 15.
Indeed, I will let you roll it just to see if you can make a monumental leap of logic.
Oh my.
So, Larisian.
He goes cross-eyed, he smokes from his... I'm re-rolling them.
No, don't re-roll it.
Don't worry.
Fine, re-roll it. Waste your fate points if you wish.
Okay.
There you go. Wasn't a complete failure. So, you don't know one way or another what will happen to that thing. You presume that removing it and putting a skin graft over it wouldn't do anything, but you don't know what it will happen if you do. So it's a complete mystery to you.
Well, in that case, he's going to stay guarded about it in terms of actions with it. Well, no, I cover it up because, well, as you said, most people wouldn't want to see it. Plus, it has a slight, well, meaning to me, linked to my childhood and, well, two people I don't talk to.
Well, I can understand that kind of thing, but I've already had my own run-ins with this kind of thing. I can only imagine what Rosalina would think of it if she saw it. Has she seen it?
There's no purpose for her to. It's a ritual scarification and a gang marking from, well, when I was a boy.
I'm gonna roll Medicaid. I'm gonna give you a queer look and say, you understand that I'm a surgeon, right?
Yes.
You understand that I know what ritual scarification looks like.
Yes.
Well, Laristan, if you ever decide to try to get it removed, I'd love to help. I'd love to help you in that regard.
And May I ask why exactly?
I just can't imagine you like having to always wear that glove. And I imagine that it could be very interesting if someone else noticed.
Oh, well. I'm sure there are others who've noticed it throughout my life. Plenty of, well, like that rating back there probably did. And he's going to have a slight smirk.
I guess you do get around, and I guess anyone who's seen you without your clothes off would recognize it.
Well, I thank you for the offer, and by the way, I don't think I properly congratulated you on your engagement, and the fact that you're pregnant. It's astonishing.
Well, Heresy, I'm very flattered, thank you.
Just kind of nod slightly.
I was also going to talk to you about your other procedures and whatnot, but everything looks like it's healing fine. It doesn't look like you'll need any additional assistance. Just keep doing whatever you're doing.
I will, and I appreciate it. Oh, and we'll be sure to repay your kindness, he says with a smile and a wink as he stands up and extends a hand.
I'll give you a curious look before I shake your hand.
And as you shake,
that, as I shake it, what?
As you shake it, may this damned feud end bloody quick. Between our families, you know.
Agreed. I hope that things resolve between your two families, or between, I guess it'll be our two families soon.
That? I know we never got off on the right foot, but well, hopefully that can change forward, yes?
I'd agree. It's been interesting since I've been back. Since that incident on the planet, it just has given me a new way of looking at things.
I just realized he never noticed you were gone because it happened so quick in real time.
Yeah, it did. It was literally like I was gone for like the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
More like 5 seconds, but yeah.
I mean, either way, he was never facing the direction.
True.
Incident on the planet?
Oh, when I disappeared.
You disappeared?
I was taken someplace. I was trying to dominate one of them. It's so interesting the way I can look into someone. I was trying to puppet them, and the next thing I knew, I was being spiraled through a dimension of pure horror and terror for what felt like an eternity. But when I came back, Rosalina said it was only for a moment.
Well, that's queer, to say the least. But fascinating.
I'll raise an eyebrow and say it's definitely been different since I've came back. I feel like it heightened my psychic abilities. Sometimes now I feel like when I'm working or doing medical work that I could just reach in and do the work with my mind. But then it also makes me think what kind of things I could do when we're in the field by reaching into someone with my mind. If I could just pinch an artery in a critical moment, it could definitely help us.
Oh, most definitely could. Perhaps you should study it and...
Noble.
Yes?
In the middle of that sentence, you see a reflective surface, let's just say a metallic tray, that's been propped up near near a gurney on the far wall, and in the reflection, you see the shadowy figure again, and while it is difficult to tell its facial features, you see an unmistakable wink of its eye before he disappears again. I need you to roll a willpower test.
Boy, oh boy.
You make it. You are able to keep going with your train of thought without being interrupted.
Alright. Well, the way you say it like that, there's something else probing. I said, the way you said that, does anything else probe into my mind stalls?
Didn't feel like it.
Okay. I just want to make sure. And with that, yeah, he'll just... My apologies, I've lost my train of thought.
It looks like you're not quite as on top of things as you like to pretend you are. I can understand it. Sometimes doctors in the medical areas can intimidate people.
But of course. And he's gonna smile and kind of reach into his jacket and pull out his flask. Perhaps a shot. It's also a little bit of the dog that's all his bite now.
I'm sorry, what was that? Can you repeat that?
Oh, he said it's a little bit of the dog that's always biting.
Not quite sure I understand, but I do hope this feud ends, Lucy, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
I wouldn't want anything to happen to you or your betrothed. It's more profitable for both our families and the sector at large if it was a partnership rather than, well, at each other's throats all the time.
Mutual cooperation would be best. It's definitely interesting to think that I'm now part of this little feud you have that you're trying to resolve.
Well, who knows? Maybe you might be able to help me at some point.
If you can help me, then I'm willing to help you. And like
well.
I said, if you ever want to get that grafted and fixed, just let me know.
I will, and if you ever find yourself by a pond on a bright moonlit night, well, I'm your man. He's going to say that with a slightly, I don't want to say wicked, but weird kind of grin.
I think I get you.
As this is happening, meanwhile, Alexis, what is Rosalina doing at the moment?
Currently, I just need to know a few things really quickly before I do this.
Yes?
How much time is in transit?
How much time is in transit? You are about to... you are less than 24 hours from...
No, I just mean in total for the trip.
In total? Hold on, I need to check something.
Because I need to send a certain Inquisitor a message.
True, and I need to find the travel times for the damn sector. Let's see... Alien artifact, forbidden knowledge, Xeno's investigation. Where is it? Travel within system. There we go. Let's see. On the Grand Processional, to the far side of the sector, it's this much. Let's see. It's been 35 days.
Okay, that's enough time to have a conversation with Dude Guy Nick Scruff Face.
Wait a minute, he's not here.
So this is gonna be an in and out thing, like I do this throughout that time. And I'll get to you with what she's doing at the end of that scenario in just a second.
Alrighty. So, let's hear the messages that were being sent. I'll move us to the sector map.
What was the name of the planet that we were just on? Nova Bella, right?
Nova Bella, indeed.
Astropath, I need you to send a message to Inquisitor Hunt.
Of course. I have his personal astropath ready.
Inquisitor Hunt, this is Rosalina Lockwood. Report, Nova Bella. Upon arriving at the planet, we received a distress call demanding the assistance of a cardinal from off-world. If I get anything wrong, just please correct it real quick.
It was a... Hold on. Oh, yes. It was the... technically, it was a Harvester Prelate, but he holds a Cardinal-esque rank.
He sent request for off-world assistance, saying something of corruption and how it's affected everything on his planet. We received this transmission and proceeded to the planet. Though nothing of suspicion was found upon the planet, except for the lack of any type of, up-to-date machinery and an astropath on the planet itself. That was the first report.
All right. There is no reply to this one.
Report 2, Nova Bella. Nova Bella has an odd number of psychers aboard the planet, requesting the black ships to go and pick them up. We re-established communication between the planet and have acquired ourselves a secondary ship to pick up the tithes from the planet that have been left back, though a lot of it has been rotted. Request, send in Odo Malleus Acolytes to do a thorough investigation of potential corrupted produce. Priority low.
Is that the end of it?
Yep.
Say end report when
End
you're
report.
done. Thank you. This one does receive a reply. Report received. Administratum Adeptus Astra Telepathica and Inquisition elements have been contacted, and the requisite requests, that's a strange thing to say, have been sent out. At the bottom, it says, "Good work."
Nova Bella, Part 3. Upon arriving at Nova Bella, we used a psychic hood. The psychic hood gave me visions of a living saint. Upon investigation of the planet, we found somebody with high spiritual powers. We are seeking out the Order of our Martyred Lady to deliver this...
It's the Order of the Shining Blade.
Oh,
Sorry.
Rosalina is going for the Martyred Lady.
Yeah, you were going in the wrong direction then.
Well, that was on... We don't know where they are. Let me finish the report. Well, what is the name of the Sisters in Sector currently?
The current one you know about on Ossuar is the Order of the Shining Blade. I will type it out into Discord chat.
Okay. I am personally seeking out the Order of our Martyred Lady, looking for one Ren Roseless, as I know I can trust her. But we are heading to Ossuar to deliver the saint to the sisterhood there, regardless of my personal feelings.
Could you say supposed saint?
Okay, supposed saint.
Well, you determined yourself that she wasn't.
I still think she's a saint.
Oh well.
Request. Ecclesiarchal presence is necessary on Nova Bella. Nova Bella's world is a bit backwards in their... Though they still fall in line with everything to worship the Emperor in a correct manner, or at least one deemed correct by the Ecclesiarch, I do feel that a stronger ecclesiarchal presence on the planet is needed, as they are currently going through a civil war. End transmission.
There is a simple reply. Request granted, and nothing else. And I think that's
Report.
it.
No, this is the final report. Report. Thalia Polonia. It would appear that Thalia Polonia has gotten a little bit too close to our ship captain. Though this does grant our ties with the esteemed rogue trader, there is also a problem. Thalia Polonia is pregnant. I wish to relieve her of duty. Currently, I can keep her for a further 3 months, but after that, I am unsure what to do. I don't want to risk her pregnancy. I care for her, but something doesn't bode well here. Losing somebody of that much skill might be a problem. Maybe I can relieve her of duty for a year and then reinitiate her. Would that be acceptable to you? End report.
Reply comes back. Dr. Bologna falls under your purview. She is your acolyte now, and it is up to your discretion.
And with that, that is it. And Rosalina leaves the chamber.
Alrighty.
And
Where does she go?
she is currently... Oh, I had an idea in my head for this.
Did you forget it?
I kind of did. But she's going to go and look for Marno.
Indeed. As she is walking along the lower hallways of the Oath Unspoken, she hears the shift change as the announcement goes through the ship, with a follow-up announcement that the ship will soon be translating back into the Materium as you are about to reach your destination. However, as soon as the echoes of the announcement dies out, and I need to... You feel... actually, I need to ask you to roll a senescence with +10.
And I'm assuming Mope can do as well.
No, cannot.
Yeah, I'm not there.
She is not with you.
I would be trying to find Tarvok or go talk to Tarvok.
Alrighty then. In that case, Rosalina, you feel as though an item in your satchel. You have a satchel, right? Like for your quote unquote backpack.
She has a backpack, and then she has a thing that goes around her. It's part of the backpack. It's just how I drew it up. But yes.
Right. You can feel on your side there is a strange burning sensation, as though a tiny sun was born right next to you.
I'm gonna quickly, look around really quickly and dart into a corner before removing it and looking down at the item.
Do you go into the? Actually, would you have even been carrying all of that stuff when you're walking around?
She carries quite a bit when she walks around.
When she's on the ship?
Yeah, but not that much. So she only has, like, her backpack and one sword.
Right. When she drops her backpack, you can see the now red glowing outline of the Carmine Aquila as you keep it on your person.
What in the Emperor's name?
As you see the glowing outline through your, on the as it glows through the side pocket, you can see that the outer layer where it is kept bursts into flame.
I'm gonna just take out my sword really quickly and slice the part so that it doesn't burn the rest of my backpack and kick the backpack away.
That sounds like a weapon skill test for me.
Ooh. Okay, I like this.
Plus,
I like this.
Plus 20. Nailed it.
Just
So,
2 swipes.
with a swipe, 2 swipes of which one?
She currently has sacrifice on her.
Indeed. With 2 quick swipes of sacrifice, she cuts the burning patch of backpack away and sends the Carmine Aquila flying off to the side of the ship.
No. She kicked the backpack away.
You're not going to be able to do that.
Okay.
That's just too much. So, as you cut away the fabric and send the Carmine Aquila flying across the hallway, it impacts on the side of the ship, and you can and as it lands on the ground, the pulsing red glow of it seems to subside. However, you feel the ship start to shake.
I'm gonna quickly go on my Vox speed, or my
Microbeat?
Yeah. Tarvok, report. What is going on?
As before Tarvok is able to reply, I need everyone to roll for me an agility test.
Oh, don't worry, I got this. I trained with that Eldar.
Could I use acrobatics?
No.
Oh.
I actually want to spend a fate and reroll this.
Victor, does auto-stabilization come into play?
It would, but not now.
Wait, we all have to do one?
Indeed.
Okay, Victor, hear me out. Can I use Trade Performancer to mimic the movements of the Eldar as I slightly fall to catch myself?
You do not even have time to think.
Alright, then I'm going to reroll it with a fate. Haha!
I guess I'll use my last fate point. Oh, crap.
Indeed. Who failed? Was it just Polonia?
Yes.
All right. In that case, as reality buckles, everyone ends up prone. However, Polonia lands poorly and takes 1d5 damage to the head location and will sustain 1 point of fatigue.
Do you want to roll
So-
the 1d5?
Do you have 1d5 or would you rather I do it?
5. Ow.
Ow!
Wait, is it too late for her to say she'd rather you do it?
No, actually it is. It is too late.
I tried.
Damn. So, as Polonia hears, I'm guessing you went on the frequency that every single warband member can hear, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As Polonia hears Rosalina ask for a situation report, she is caught off guard by the reality buckling event as she trips and smashes her head on the floor.
Can I roll Senescience now?
Not. You're gonna have to shake off a bit of stun.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I need to know everyone's current location. Night. Where is Tarvok at this point?
He's in the archives, but I gotta go.
You gotta go. Oh, damn. Well, in that case, I'll have Tarvok out for the foreseeable future. So in
Tarvok
that
got
case,
knocked unconscious. Got it.
pretty much. So thanks for that night. We will see you later.
Oh, crud, it's a boss fight.
You say that.
Oh, God, it's a boss fight.
Right.
Okay.
Nubel, where is Larisian?
He'd probably be on his way to go and see Tay, so I'd assume in a hallway somewhere.
Indeed. You're heading to the Basilica, Unspoken then, and in one of the hallways, Larisian gets his world flipped upside down.
She's got to
And he
take
ends
a
up
minute
on the
to sit
floor.
right there.
I know what I said. Polonia, you are in the medical bay, and Rosalina was walking the lower halls. Everyone is prone. Polonia is Tarvok is knocked unconscious, and yes, Polonia took some damage and fatigue. As Rosalina is able to get back on her feet, she can be the first to roll a Senescience test.
Wait, I already rolled my Senescience.
Did you?
Yeah, I got like a 9 on it.
Where?
Right before this event happened.
I don't see it.
Senescience 2 of 54. Oh, that was for the other thing.
Yeah, that was way ago.
Nah, see, there we go. 2 of 44.
Wow.
I'm nailing my psychic powers.
Sheesh.
That's because deep down, Rosalina knows that she's an inferior psyker and now must overcompensate.
With ridiculous amounts of luck.
Yep.
So, as Rosalina reaches out with her psychic sense, she finds herself. She finds that the Geller field has dropped off, but outside she can sense the real space engines having been. Actually, the entire ship just got rolled around, and the Geller, the warp engines have been cut off, and the ship is currently. She can feel the ship listing, and some of the lights have gotten turned off with red emergency lighting all about it. You just got yoinked back into the materium.
Is everybody okay?
As she sends out the message, Polonia, unfortunately, still has her head ringing, but Larisian is able to hear her.
Yeah, you'd hear. She'd first hear the sound of somebody definitely fumbling with their microbead to get it in correctly, because it would have been jarred out a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in one piece, to say the least.
Tarvok, Polonia.
I think I'm okay. I'm just gonna try to stumble back to my feet.
You may attempt a Senescience now, Mope.
Oh my god.
As you extend your psychic sense, You unfortunately are still too rattled from the impact, as your head seems to be, as you feel a pressure inside of your head starting to, a pressure headache starting to mount.
Lyrician, get to Polonia, make sure she's safe.
Very well. I just came from there not too long ago, so...
He turns around and starts running.
Do I have Marno's, her digits?
She doesn't have a communications device.
I gotta give her a microbead. I am actually going to cast Sinisians to try to find her really quickly.
Alright, you can try.
My God, I am nailing these.
Damn. So, as you cast your psychic sense around, you hit a bit of a snag. As when you try, you see your... as you extend your psychic sense, you see your own psychic essence reflected all around you as it turns into a strange disco ball of psychic power. Reverse disco ball, I should say.
Oh, what's that one thing that you... A kaleidoscope.
Maybe. Not... kinda-ish.
It's actually direct... It's exactly a kaleidoscope. It's a mirror that's... You're viewing one picture and that's all over the place.
True. You see your own psychic sense start to fracture, and you view yourself, and your psychic sense turns in on you before you shut it off again.
What is going on? I'm actually just gonna yell out Marno.
You yell it out, and you are only greeted by deathly silence. Not even the sound of your own voice seems to echo. As you do, however, after the sound dies out, carried away by some strange effect, Lyrician, you are the first to notice this, as you can see the walls of the Oath Unspoken turn to a silver sheen of mirrored glass.
Wonderful.
Do you stop running, or do you keep going?
Yeah, he's gonna stop running, and is there... Okay, question, could I don't work? But could I, since he's been, on ships and stuff since he's a little kid and stuff, could he do, I don't think it would be operate void ship to have this kind of, knowledge like this, yeah.
What are you trying to figure out?
I like this panic. That is good. Keep going.
Notice something, try and figure out what's happening. Is it, because I'm sure he would be pretty well to figure out, from just the sound and the feel of the vessel.
That would be an awareness with a plus 30.
And, okay. Awareness plus 30.
You made it. As you quiet yourself and slow the hammering beat of your heart in your ears, you're able to stand still just for long enough to sense whether any of the ship's systems are still operational. And much to your horror, and I need you to roll a willpower test for this, you find that the ship itself seems to have gone completely silent. No engines running, no crew moving about. Not even the air filters humming along in the background.
Wait, is this for all of us or just him?
This is for him for now.
Oh boy. And at that, he's gonna essentially just call out, and I'm Rosalina, is anybody there?
Do I hear anything?
Your microbead seems to have gone kaput. In fact, as you hear what's the sound I'm making called?
Static?
Static.
Static. Thank you. Wow, I was blanking. As the static of the microbead is the last thing you start to hear, even that starts dying down.
Now, is that for him or for me as well?
You as well.
He's gonna start booking it as fast as he can towards Polonia. But as he's doing this, he's gonna pull Uriah's Defiance in one and just keep it in one hand. And he's going to look at the.
Sorry to interrupt you, Nooble. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that he looks at the wall and sees, and as shiny and stuff, he's just gonna go, "Watch out!" So
As you
calling out to him.
As you run around through around the walls, you can see, as you see your own image reflected all around you, you arrive at a bulkhead, its surface gleaming like everything else, and as you look at it, you see yourself reflected upon it. However, the face returning the gaze back at you is that of the shadowy figure that haunts your dreams, and you see it smile.
I'm sorry to be so dense, but earlier you said I was not experiencing this. Am I now?
It hasn't reached you yet.
Okie dokie.
So,
Okay.
yeah. I can't give... you'll get a better picture of this later when Rosalina and Polonia see some more stuff.
Understood.
So, Noble, do you say anything to your distorted reflection?
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, "What's happening? Is this your doing?"
Everything is going as it should. Keep running. Gather your team.
Is
They
she
will
in
need
danger?
you. They will need you soon. And his face appears from yours.
By the eternal void. And he's going to bulk it as fast as his legs can carry him.
Indeed. However, as fast as he runs, Lorisian cannot outrun the silver sheen. I actually need to change the music now. From this to... Where did I put it? Here. Perfect. As fast as Lorisian runs, he cannot outrun the spreading silver sheen ahead of him, and as Polonia has just regained her senses, you see the door, the entrance to the Medicaid Bay start to turn the silver glass, and everything around you becomes mirrored.
Can I try to roll a seance?
Indeed you can.
Oh my god.
200 so far. Oh my god.
I'm just going to
You
pull
can't even fate point that.
No, there's nothing I can do, so I'm just going to, when I see that, just go, what the... And I'm just gonna draw whatever gun I have on me. I imagine I probably only have the plasma pistol on me, to be honest.
That sounds about right. As Polonia pulls out her plasma pistol and extends her psychic send at this strange phenomena, she is met with the same kaleidoscopic vision that Ren just did, and I need Polonia to roll a willpower test. Well, you make it. Man,
Yes, I do.
what is it with everyone in making their willpower tests? I want to give some permanent damages to people. Yeah.
No, we all know it's best stat.
Yes it is. So, almost overwhelmed by the flurry of colors that Polonia senses is her own psychic emanations, she quickly retreats her psychic sense back into her head, and as she does, she sees Lurisian approach, panting heavily.
Have we been completely enveloped in the glass yet?
Indeed, before the envelopment happens before Lurisian enters.
I'm just going to look at Lurisian and go, we have to go to my quarters, now.
What about Rosalina?
Crap. Where is she?
What do you... Being how he is, would he have a general idea of the areas she runs?
Did Rosalina...
no, I never told anybody where it was.
That's not good.
And we can't access the comms.
Oh.
No. But...
Lurisian might know.
Would he?
Yeah, that's why I asked, because being as he is, he will, yeah.
He would... Yeah, he actually would make the leap of logic. Well, it's not even a leap, it's just... He knows that Rosalina keeps looking after Morino, and he knows where Morino hangs out.
Oh, can I make a Forbidden Lore the warp on the glass?
Sure can. Indeed. It seems that whatever just happened has followed... it seems that something must have happened with the ship's Geller field right before the the involuntary emergency translation, and something of the warp seems to have followed through.
We don't know where Rosalina is, but if we're to get through this, we need to get to my room, now.
Well, you might not actually, but I believe I have a general idea.
Where Rosalina is.
Yeah.
So,
Well...
off you go.
So, yeah.
No, I mean, like, I'm asking him, where do you think she is?
Oh. He'd... say around the training cages.
Near the training cages.
Yeah.
Where some of the lower halls are.
Yeah. More than likely near the training cages, or that area at least.
I'm gonna look down and seem a bit frantic. I don't like the idea of us running off on our own with this. This is...
Well, then come with me.
I'll give you a look of discontent and nod and say, alright, we have to find Rosalina.
Are you good to... yeah. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Nibble. I was interrupting.
He isn't just like, yeah. Are you good to run in the condition you are in?
Yes. I don't think my legs weren't hurt, just I feel like blood.
He'll just kind of give her a very quick cursory glance before nodding and, well, turning to run. But keeping at a pace that she can keep up with.
Yes.
Biggie, I'm gonna cast Word Perception.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna cast it at Psi rating 3.
Go for it. Uh-oh. I need to grab the book.
Oh, great.
You roll doubles.
Yeah, and I have no fate points, so here's my 1d100.
Oh my god, this is actually really tense. I love this.
Tell me when you want me to roll it.
Roll it now. $27. That's not too bad. Veil of Darkness. For a brief moment, effectively until the end of the round, the area within 3d 10 meters is plunged into immediate and impenetrable darkness.
You want me to roll greedy 10.
No, that's not necessary. I'll just say that it's an area that, as Larisian and not Polonia, set out the Medicae bulkhead door, the area around them is plunged into darkness, and as they stop as to not run into anything, Polonia, on the other hand, can see all around her. And she sees in wireframe, in purple wireframe, let's call it that, the walls of the Oath Unspoken. She can see multi-limbed creatures moving about with maws agape as they run around cackling. And I need her to roll another willpower test.
Come on.
Oh, shoot.
1d10. Wait, is that... No, that's not more than 3. 1d5, Mope.
Is that
2
to insanity or corruption?
2... Both. 2 corruption, 2 insanity. Do you sustain... as soon as the darkness appears, it disappears. As soon as it appears, it is gone again. Does Rosalina... Not Rosalina. Wow, why am I saying that? Does Polonia sustain the warp perception?
Yeah, I will sustain the warp perception. And I'm going to turn to Larisian and I'm going to say, Larisian, if we don't go and get what I need to get, we will not be able to help Rosalina, even if we find her.
Alright, forward. Go. Let's go.
Okay, we will run to my quarters.
What is Rosalina doing at the moment? She's sitting in complete silence.
Rosalina currently looks down at her backpack, looks around her, grabs the backpack and just quickly just ties it together to put it back around her. And she doesn't have any of her weapons aside from white and her sword Sacrifice. So she looks over at the Aquila. Is it still glowing?
The glow has lifted. It is now merely the red-filmed Aquila that it's always been.
I'm gonna walk over to it. Ave.
It is there. It is still there.
Domine perpetua, dome libera nos. And I'm gonna pick up the Aquila once more.
As you do, there's a slight heat still to it, but it dissipates quickly in your hand. Oh, it's like picking up a slightly warm metal object. Nothing that can burn you.
The Emperor protects. And I'm gonna look at the Aquila and then just put it back into my pocket. Have my sword drawn and look around.
As you look around, you can see that coming down from one hallway, the walls start to turn to silver glass. And everything becomes mirrored.
I'm gonna reach into my boot and pick up white with my left hand. Very well. Okay. And I'm gonna go on the microbead once more. Tarvok, Polonia, Larisian, anybody, respond. I am making my way.
You are greeted not even by static.
I will be in the lower decks. Find me if you can. If not, stay away from here. Marno, where are you? And I'm gonna take both, and I'm gonna walk towards where the glass came from.
Alrighty. As you do, I need you to roll another senescience.
My mind will not be broken. My faith is my shield.
as your mind caresses the mirrored walls of silvered steel, you can feel what appears to be humanoid shapes running like shadows past it, being chased by multi-limbed creatures that cackle in the slightest echo.
What is going on here? Can I roll logic? My idea is this. Rosalina is actually not in the Materium, but in the Materium, the crew is being attacked.
Let me look. That would be demonology, but you don't have that.
You know what? I'm gonna risk it. She
You're
knows
gonna
a little
risk
bit.
it? You can't actually roll that.
Well, then consider that my lore roll, my logic roll.
Fair enough. The roll is good, but you just can't roll.
Yeah, it's the same target.
A specialist skill that you can't, that you don't have.
Yeah,
so,
I need to. That's one of the things that I forgot to buy last episode. But anyway.
Yeah. So, as this is happening, Rosalina has a hunch that indeed there is warp fowlery afoot. And you're running to you said you were running towards where the mirrored glass came from.
Yep.
All right. As you recognize that it came from further from the aft of the ship. You are currently at the front end of the ship,
So
and
I
it's a
assume
bit
I'm
further
over
back.
here.
What was that?
I assume I'm over here, and I'm heading this way.
Yes. Yes, you're heading towards the back end of the ship, where the glass came from. So, where she starts traveling, and it is quite. Actually, yeah, with that Cynesians that you made, roll for me willpower with a plus 20 due to the due to how how shallowly you peered. That's a sentence. Yeah, and you make it.
My will not be broken.
So, as Rosalina moves, does she move slowly or quickly?
She's gonna start moving slowly and then start running towards it as she puts two and two together in her mind.
Indeed. With a brisk pace, Rosalina runs towards the aft of the Oath Unspoken. Meanwhile, Larician and Polonia are running.
Towards my quarters.
Indeed you do. As you reach one of the elevators aboard the Oath Unspoken, you find that it is non-responsive, and you're going to have to take the stairs.
Well, then we'll have to take the stairs.
As you run up, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say Larissa just kind of looks to her. What exactly is it we're going to your room for?
I have something there that'll be able to help us.
And what is it?
You'll see.
Oh,
It's hard to explain. It's best if I just show you.
Okay. Once we get that, I need to go to the Basilica.
I understand.
As you run towards Polonia's old quarters, I'm guessing you didn't move that.
No, I didn't move it yet.
Alright.
Oh
As you
God,
do,
I just realized what you're going for.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, you're just realizing that now?
Yes. I thought she was going for more weapons.
No, I'm going for the ultimate weapon.
Oh god, she's gonna doom us all.
As Polonia and Larisian reach her old quarters, you can see that there are flickering humanoid shadows cast about in the walls as they move slowly about, almost as if caught in treacle, and you run into Polonia's old chamber, which is... you are disturbed by the quietness aboard the Oath Unspoken, with no soul in sight, and not even your footsteps echoing.
Alright, so let's get Candle.
As Polonia goes into her old bedchambers, where did you keep it? I forget.
It was in a hidden drawer inside of a desk.
Right. As Polonia reaches into the secret compartment, she finds that candle is still burning its etheric blue flame.
But the glass is still around Candle.
The glass is still around Candle, however, it seems to be exuding... Oh. The candle, wherever light's candle seems to reflect, you can see that the quote-unquote real world seems to reflect back, and you can see with more clarity around you.
Okie dokie, I'm going to telepathic link to Candle.
Do it.
I'm doing it at Psi rating 2.
You make it. As you link with Candle, you feel an inquisitiveness.
I'm gonna ask Candle what's going on, see if it has any response.
You feel a sense of deja vu of when you were caught in the warp, when you met the smoke-hazed creature. However, as you get this sense of deja vu, it becomes twisted and wrong.
Then I'm going to plead with Candle to help me.
As you do, when you plead with Candle, I need you to roll a 1d5.
Oh my god.
Willpower test, please.
Oh.
Ooh. How much corruption do you have, Mope?
60.
60. Oh boy.
60?
Well, in that case, we're gonna have to roll some stuff later.
No, do it now. It'd be so cool right now.
No, we can't. We actually cannot do it until the end of the session.
Oh, but
yeah, but we're gonna have to do that at a different point, because I've only got like 20 minutes left before I gotta...
Yes. So, when you plead with Candle to help you, you feel, once again, as you did from earlier, when Candle when Candle expanded your awareness to the sector wide, you feel yourself expanded ship wide this time, and you can sense Rosalina's psychic signature, and you may attempt to telepathically link with her.
Okay. I'm going to telepathically link with her at Psi rating 3.
Alright, that should give you 15 seconds.
Shoot.
I'll give you a reroll if you're willing to take a psychic phenomena.
I will take a psychic phenomena to reroll it.
Oh my god, don't fail then.
Roll the power first.
Okay, so we'll get it, and then I'll roll willpower.
Barely made it. 1d100, please.
Oh crap, it's the perils.
Is a perils. Roll for me another D100. 5. You're lucky.
Yeah, you
The
didn't get
gibbering.
annihilated.
The gibbering. The psyker screams in pain as uncontrolled warp energies surge through her unprepared mind. She must make a challenging willpower test or be stunned for 1d rounds.
Well, that's fitting.
Oh.
Challenging. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm not stunned, so I can actually interact with Rosalina.
Yes. So, Rosalina, you sense an outside force attempting to contact you.
You know, out of character, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's fine. But right now, Rosalina is shielding her mind.
Do you roll willpower then to resist?
Yes.
And she resists my contact.
Yes, she does.
Sorry.
However,
Out of character, I am sorry, but in character, it makes sense for her right now.
No, it
Yeah.
does. Could I at least have... Could Candle have at least revealed to me, like, did it reveal when I saw the awareness of the ship where she was?
yes, the candle does indeed show you. And out of the corner of your eye, you can see, as your awareness descends back into your own mortal frame, you can still see out of the corner of your eye the Rosalina's soul flame. It seems to be bouncing. It seems to be the only point of light, no doubt in the similar way as the navigators look at the Astronomicon.
And what about Aristide?
Aristide? Didn't see.
Can I sense him or see him at all?
Not while you were up.
I'll just ask Candle then, like, what about Aristide?
You feel a burning. You feel a sense of burning passion.
And I'm aware where Rosalina is in the lower decks of the ship.
Yes, you can sense her, and you still have her. Almost. You can see her in the same way that that there's a. You know that thing you get when you look at the sun and you can still see like a tiny splotch on your eyeball?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that.
I'm gonna look back at, or I'm going to take Candle. I'm going to find a box to put it in, and then take that on my person, and look at Larisian and say that I know where Rosalina is.
Where?
She's in the lower decks of the ship. I can take you to her.
At this, he's going to just let out that heavy breath, and I'm not going to do it because my mic won't pick it up. But
Right.
Yeah. And he's going to look across the ground, look to the walls real quick, and it's more of a thing of exasperation. Not at you, just at the entire situation. And we made it here with no trouble. I know you're more than capable, and you said that your incident made you more powerful than the whatever it is you psychers do. Correct?
I'm sorry, repeat that line. What is it that Psychers?
Whatever it is you psychers do.
Yeah.
Yes, I have become more powerful in the war.
Think you can protect yourself.
I'll blink and then look back at you and say yes. Ironically, within this situation, I feel more capable to defend myself than you probably are to defend yours.
Good. Go find her. I need to go to the Basilica.
Okay, Larisian. And with that, we will depart.
So, as you head off in your own separate directions...
But, Viggy, before I head down to save Rosalina...
Save?
I'm going... to go find Rosalina. I'm going to go to Aristide's quarters.
You run to Aristide's quarters, and you find that they are as empty as the rest of the ship.
Even with Candle?
Even with Candle, he does not seem to be there.
Would the bridge be totally out of my way before I go run off to find Rosalina?
You'd have to go the complete opposite direction.
Bridge. Rosalina.
Then I will run to Rosalina.
So, as Polonia and Larisian start running to the lower half of the ship, I need both of you to roll an opposed agility test to see which one of you I'll handle first. This is just to see who's quicker. Polonia it is.
Larisia's just rolling on the ground.
Roll.
So, as Polonia descends into the bowels of the Oath Unspoken, she is able to hone quickly. She hones quickly in on Rosalina's psychic essence, and before she knows it, she actually meets Rosalina in one of the hallways. You note that in your as you've been tracking Rosalina's position, you can see that her essence seems to jump about as if she is moving not quite within the bounds of reality about the ship.
Should I make a lore warp?
You can, but you don't have to.
Okay, it's not going to tell me anything next. Well, I do see Rosalina, right?
Yes. And before you know it, you two have met up as Rosalina sees Polonia come panting.
Rosalina. Lurcian is at the Basilica.
Rosalina's gonna turn, look at you, and draw both her weapons towards you.
I'm just going to look at you confused.
And she's just gonna dart her eyes around. I need to prove that it's you.
It is me, and we have to go to Lurcian now. He's far more defenseless in this situation than me and you.
No. I need to find out the cause of this. I need to stop it.
Rosalina. I think we need to prioritize ourselves first before we go off. I'm going to take a few steps forward now that I've gained my breath, and it's not going to do any good to anyone if we just lose the ship to the warp.
That's what I'm trying to prevent.
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
And at that, she's gonna look down the hall of the ship. Look down towards her feet and look up at you. You can hear them, can't you?
Oh, God.
I think they're attacking the people aboard the ship now.
Do you think we're stranded in the warp?
I'm unsure.
Well, I know we're in the warp. And that would make sense for why the crewmen aren't here.
We need to destroy these things before they get the crew.
I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna look around and say, Rosalina, they're numberless. Do you have any idea how we can get out of the warp and back to reality?
We have to get the Gullah fields back up. Tarvok, where is he?
I'm not sure. I think he's in the archives. But you're right. If we get him and we go and reestablish the Geller fields, we can end this.
Phenomenon. The glass, it started from down there. And I'm going to point down the hallway with White.
Well, where are the Geller fields located?
They are located
I am unsure.
right in front of the real space engines. Polonia would know this. Polonia would know this.
Rosalina?
Yes.
We should get Tarvok and we should reestablish the Geller field.
Yes. But I cannot leave down here.
I'm gonna give her a crooked glance and say, why not?
There's something I need to do down here.
Rosalina, what we need to do is what you said. We need to reactivate the Geller field, or we're all going to die.
You're right. You're right.
We have to go get Tarvok, and then we have to get to the Geller fields. Come on, let's go.
And what if they take the Geller fields?
I don't see any other options unless you do. We have to try.
Tarvok is more than capable of fighting on his own. He can meet us here. Let's take the Geller fields ourselves.
We don't have a way to contact Tarvok.
But we do, don't we?
I don't think that that's going to work again. Viggy, I will try to telepathic link with Skull, and I will ask Skull if it can do it again so that I can contact Tarvok.
Alright. Roll telepathic link.
I'm casting it at Psi rating 1.
You make it, and you feel an affirmation.
Flonia, I'm sorry, but I can't do it again. If we want to get a hold of Tarvok, we're gonna have to go get him ourselves.
Rosalina's just gonna give you a crooked look. You checked on Heresy, didn't you?
I'll look down and bite my lip in frustration and say, I couldn't find...
They're not here, are they?
If he was where I checked, I should have at least seen him in real space.
So that might mean... Very well.
I'm gonna look back at you with a determined look and say, we have to get Tarvok and we have to activate these Geller fields.
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna turn and run off and go try to find Tarvok.
Once more, I'm gonna let out my Sinisians to try to find somebody.
And as you do, you can feel a burning heat emanating from the walls as flames dance in the mirror.
Damn. Okay. Let's move.
As Polonia and Rosalina move towards the further towards the aft of the ship, to where the Geller field would be located, where is Larician? Larician reaches the Basilica.
Oh, we were going to get Tarvok first, by the way.
Oh, never mind.
It's useless for us to go to the Geller fields without him.
true. I'll modify that by saying, yes, as Rosalina and Bologna run towards the archives.
And this is where I'm gonna have to dip out, I'm afraid.
Yeah. That
I'll talk to
is
you all later.
unfortunate.
Thank you so much.
Later, Mo.
See ya.
Well, we can carry this, Nooble. We got this.
Yeah,
And then there were two.
we got this.
Actually,
But yeah,
I have a way of doing this.
Yeah?
This is gonna be mean.
This is gonna be what?
I'm gonna re-roll this. Damn. Can you just roll her perception real quick?
Sure. Well, I'll roll her awareness.
Nah, she would notice me. Never mind, I'll keep running with her.
Fair enough.
That would have been cool
So-
to just dip away.
That would not have been cool. That would have been the opposite of cool. That would have in fact been a D move in Bird Society.
What? She has her reasons.
Yeah, well, stop being selfish. So, as Polonia and Rosalina run towards the archives to fetch Tarvok, Lorisian, you arrive at the Basilica. It is as grand as last you saw it. However, this time you can see your own reflection filling the hall.
oh, by the void be safe. Void be safe. And he's going to burst through the doors looking for Taya. Like, because he doesn't fully understand what's going on.
No, he doesn't. And in fact, the Basilica is deathly quiet as the rest of the ship, and the pews as empty as if it had never been opened. However, he can see reflections moving about near the walls, as shadows of people seem crowded about, outlines only, but they're definitely there.
He's going to look at all of them and try his hardest to pick out anything that would look remotely like that of Taya.
Roll an awareness test for me, plus 20.
Plus 20. I'm re-rolling.
Yeah, we are almost done. There you go. As you look about, you see in the mirrored walls of the cathedral, you look about, and inside all of the shadows, you see Tea's face, here, but then disappears, and it reappears in another place. And everywhere you look, you seem to catch a glimpse of her face, as it slowly, as you maddeningly try to keep track of where she is. I need you to roll another willpower for me. God damn it, stop making those.
See, he's really good about not getting corrupt.
Yeah, you don't say. Well, however, as he turns about to and fro, you finally stop spinning in place as you see Rosalina and Polonia come running through one of the entrances. Rosalina, and you realize that the hallway that you should have been taken should have led you nowhere near the Basilica.
What is going on?
He's going to look completely dumbstruck when he sees them.
Lorisian.
Something that Rosalina would note. His normal cool is not cool. He's shaking. And as he's kind of just standing there, like, looking between her and the vague glimpses of Tea's face that he would get. Rosalina, What is happening?
The Gullerfields went down.
I can tell that much. We're on a dead ship. It's old.
No. I don't think we're on a dead ship. I think quite the opposite. We're trapped. They're not.
The microbead starts hissing again. Through the static, you can barely hear the voice of Amma as it comes through, and you can hear in between bursts of static. They're after us. They're coming in. The corpse hold. We'll hold them off.
What? We need to get to the Gullerfield generator, but we'll protect Alma first. One person over the fate of the entire ship. No. We'd head to...
Need I remind you
Wait.
who Alma has been following these past few weeks?
Mm-hmm. That's why Larissa just kind of froze.
What is it, Larissa?
Rosalina. You say we need to get the Gullerfields back up, correct?
Yes.
Where's Tava?
I'm gonna turn... Tarvok is actually with us.
He is not. You weren't able to find him. In fact, you seem to have ended up in the completely wrong place.
Wait. I thought he was with us.
Oh,
And I'm gonna say that in character, too.
That's not good.
you're gonna see him cringe, and he's... Yeah.
Larisian, actually, I'm going to give you an automatic success on a logic test, in quotation marks. And you get the epiphany that whatever is happening, the target of the ship, the target of whoever is doing this, seems to be Taya.
Yeah, he figured that out because... He figured that out already because of...
Yeah, but I need you
Watcher.
to voice it, please.
Oh, okay. After Taya. She's in danger.
Her life is not as... And at that, Rosaline is just gonna stop and realize what she's saying versus what she did just a second ago.
Yeah, and when you say that, he's going to have a very uncharacteristic scolding thing.
Very well.
Yep.
How do we save her?
You heard Amma say where he was. Corpse hold.
They're in the corpse hold now. We know that. But we're here. Wherever. And he's just going to kind of make a really grand gesture. Wherever here is. And they are there.
I'm gonna look back. Is Polonia actually with us now, or is she gone as well?
She is there.
Okay.
I'm going to do something on Polonia's behalf. She'll just have to accept it. And you see Polonia take a box on the side of her person and pop it open. And inside you can see the skull-topped candle, the candle-topped skull. There we go. As Polonia stares directly into the flame, for a few moments, she breaks, the spell seems broken, and she looks up at you and says, I know how to get to the corpse holds.
What is that? What is that?
You recognize it from the Underhive of Tisolium.
Is that what you've been using as your psi-focus?
Polonia shakes her head and puts the candle back into the box.
We'll discuss that later.
And off you go, running towards the corpse holes with Polonia in the lead, as she takes strange twists and turns, which seem to make absolutely no sense when it comes to the layout of the ship. And when you finally arrive in the corpse hold, you see this.
Is that an assassin?
Assassin?
That's Alma.
That's Amma.
Oh, that's lovely. There's a bunch of horrors.
Yep, and I need you to put yourselves here. When you arrive through
Where
the
is here?
gargantuan... sorry, I need to point. I'll point right here, so at the end.
Okay.
I
Are you
will
ready
plot...
for a boss fight on our own?
Yep.
Oh, there's no cover either.
Oh yeah, there is. There's boxes. Oh boy, I made a mistake.
Yeah, switch Lorisian in Polonia's position, because he would not let her ahead of him in this.
Fair enough. I'll put you here, and as you enter the corpse hold, you can see that the mirrored...
Here's an
go
important
ahead.
question.
Yeah?
Lisa's not with me, is she?
She is not.
Oh, God.
Indeed, you haven't seen her since this happened. As you arrive through the gargantuan doors of the corpse holds, you can see that the mirrored walls are bathed in a purple and blue light. Sadly, I can't mix light sources in this game, but, you know, details. And there are multiple creatures with gaping maws and multi-limbs as they move about, cackling. And we will continue next week.
Oh, joy.
Yes.
Oh, joy.
Will the Acolytes be able to save Amma and Taya? Will anyone make it out of the Immaterium in one piece? And where's Tarvok in all this? Find out in the next exciting episode of Queen's Court.
I want to thank everybody for joining us for this episode of Queen's Court. We have a boss fight next week, because we're actually not going to be filming next week, because I'm going to be picking up Victor from an airport, which is awesome.
Indeed. Yay.
Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. As always, I've learned Egoqueenalexis. Love you guys. Bye.